farms, yes, around the world. The first one we have, Trout Lake, Washington. Trout Lake, Washington is the largest certified organic farm in United States, and it's exclusively for us, for Nutrilite only. We grow echinacea, blueberry, valerian, dandelion, peppermint, all here in Trout Lake, Washington. We have about 1,200 acres in Trout Lake, Washington now as well, 1,200 acres in total. At our farms, we still exist. Yeah, we still have four. We have nature to control nature at our organic farms. We don't use pesticides, we don't use chemicals, we don't use liquids to kill bacteria. We use animals, insects as well. For example, an insect that helps us is the ladybug. We put ladybugs right here on this picture all over the farms because they're eating smaller insects that are trying to eat our plant fruits and vegetables there. So ladybugs are help us to control pests there as well. Another thing that we use from nature is Mount Adams. That mountain right there that you see, Mount Adams has glaciers all year long. So it looks exactly like that all year, even during the summer, like that. Now, when it melts away slowly, the water goes down to a river called White Salmon River. And White Salmon River passes right through the middle of our farm. That river water is white like milk. And the reason why, scientists noticed that when the glaciers melt away, it brings down thousands of minerals. So when they join together, they make a white color. So that's the water that we use to grow and harvest our plant fruits and vegetables there, because it produces higher levels of nutrients and minerals and vitamins into each crop that we have there in Trout Lake, Washington as well. We also have another one in Petacal, Mexico. In Petacal, Mexico, we have 1,600 acres in Petacal, Mexico. Now, in Mexico and in Brazil, the largest farm out of all four, what do? Well, we use worms as well. Why do we use worms? Well, worms help us with our soil health. It maintains it healthy.
Con giun á. Nó đang tìm con giun luôn á.
Yeah, we're looking for them. Yeah. We'll see if they come out. Because sometimes they go all the way down.
They're hiding.
They do hide. Usually in the corners, on the corners. There you go.
Lãnh đạo Dương Thu đang đào để bắt con giun này, để thấy được con giun.
It's very hot there, very hot, humid. So when it dries up, this is from Mexico, this is not healthy. We need more nutrients, more minerals. So worms help us because worms, they're always moving underneath. And when they move, they make little tunnels. So when they make little tunnels, we put water on the plant. The water reaches the root much quicker because of the tunnels that they're making. But we feed them. We give them food, spinach, onion, tomato, kale, because when they release the food, it falls into the soil and it maintains the levels high for nutrients and minerals as well. So it's like fertilizer that they're helping us with as well, the worms there too. Mexico farm, 1,600 acres that we have there. We use here as well mountain volcano, Colima. So Colima has an active volcano that has minerals like iron producing. When the wind blows, the iron goes into the soil, which produces higher levels of vitamins and minerals and nutrients into our crops. The largest farm out of all four is Ubaia, Brazil. 3,200 acres that we have there, huge farm. Now, every time we do that soil health or the soil change, it takes 3 months to change, to make healthier. Then we take a sample, and this sample comes here. Because here, in quality assurance, we need to make sure that there is zero contamination and zero bacteria since the very beginning, and that we find nutrients in it. If we don't, what happens? We start all over again. Because everything begins from our farms. Nothing begins here. Everything ends here. We don't have concentrations of vitamins stored for months after months. No, everything begins from our farms. So if there's anything goes wrong, we start all over again from the very beginning as well. Now, Ubaia, Brazil, we have there the acerola cherry.
Mexico.
Acerola cherry is very good for vitamin C. Actually, the best. One acerola cherry is this big, very small. At a green state, one of them is equivalent to 4 oranges in vitamin C.
Wow.
And that's what we use in our vitamin C as well. So actually, this is a pretty popular opinion that a lot of people have, is that when you think vitamin C, you think oranges, right? Oranges has the best. When we were at the farm, the scientists there showed us a demonstration on how strong it actually is. So he had a tube with liquid. It was like a liquid, like oxidants inside. It was like a blue color. He put in 40 drops, little drops of orange inside into that oxidants, and it finally cleared up with 40 drops. When we did the thing all over again, the liquid, the oxidants all over again, he put in 1 drop of acerola cherry inside, and it made it all clear right away with 1 drop of vitamin C acerola cherry. So it shows you the power behind it as well. And then right behind you, we have new concentrations that we have. So this is an example of how the concentrations arrive here to Buena Park from these farms there as well. So if you like, you can go ahead and smell it as well.
Yeah, thử đi chị.
Thơm thơm à?
Original
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Original blueberry.
Mùi thơm thơm ngai ngái.
This is rosemary.
Wow.
Rosemary right here.
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Là con trái gì đây?
Rosemary.
Yeah.
Mùi này là mùi cái sâm thanh á, giống như là iso
Quen.
giống như là
And also, we have peppermint. Mint.
Mint là
Bạc hà.
dopamine á.
bạc hà.
Bạc hà.
Cái mùi đậm đặc của bạc hà anh ngửi đi.
Anh ngửi đi con.
Mm.
Cái mùi này anh chưa được ngửi đúng không?
Yes.
Anh ngửi cái mùi này.
Now, to better understand what we're doing here,
Thấy không? Cái mùi cây cỏ sâm thanh.
Yes. Okay.
to better understand what we're doing at our farms, we're gonna go to a new experience that we have here. This room opened up only 2 months ago. It's brand
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
new. What we did here is the farms, they're not open to the public because we don't have visiting centers. So we can't take groups out there because we don't want to contaminate right there. So in order for you to see what we do at the farm, we have here now a virtual reality tour. So what you're going to do today is you're going to put on goggles and you're going to take a tour of Trout Lake, Washington, East and West as well. Yes, so we're going to do goggles and tour the farms today to learn a little bit more.
Okay.
We're going to go through that right
Yes,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Alo cherry.
Acerola cherry for vitamin
Oh,
C.
the first time I see it. Azura cherry.
Because here is not very good to grow. Because acerola cherry need lots of water and lots of sun. And here, not much water. Brazil, it rains almost every day and lots of heat, so it's perfect area for it. But this is an acerola cherry tree right here.
Cái kỳ thật của cà cherry.